Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. I thought I'd mix it up a little bit today and talk about some things slightly similar to stuff I've spoken about in videos before, but also mix it up enough so it's kind of original and makes me actually want to make the video to help you guys out, because I don't want to work on something if it's going to bore me to death. And what that thing is basically I'm going to be telling you guys how a scammer thinks or acts. I mean, both titles can apply, but I'm not sure which title works better, you know, so leave a comment which one you would have picked. So before we start real quick, I want to know if there are any other videos on scammers you guys want to see. This video is going to help you out a lot, but if you could think of some other ideas you guys want to see that might help you, let me know and I'll see if I can make them. Or at least answer the comment if I don't think it's worth its own video. I want to help you guys out with scammers because a lot of people are getting scammed recently. Alright, so let's actually talk about how scammers act and think. I think the main thing to note is that a scammer's initial thought when adding you and trying to steal your items is them thinking about how they are going to get what they want from you. Which is very obvious, obviously they're going to be thinking that. So they'll be thinking like, if they're going to comment on your profile to get you to add them, what are they going to say to make it sound like they're interested in buying it or, you know, just becoming your friend or something like that. And basically how they're going to make you trust them enough to get the thing off you in the end. A lot of the time a scammer would have a target item in your backpack that they want, so if you have a nice unusual or Australian, most of the time it'll be that, and you'll know it will be that because they won't stop talking about it. Some make it more obvious than others, so if you have a bad scammer they'll mention it constantly and also type out the exact wording and all of the punctuation and stuff that TF2 puts in names sometimes. Maybe that's more for like CS with the knives because they have the star, but a lot of people will put the whole effect and the whole hat name, so I don't know, it's just, I don't get why people do that. But a better scammer will probably just mention the hat a few times, make sure you know that they're interested in it, and then just carry on talking to you. That is if they're trying to befriend you. If they're just trying to trade with you, then they're going to mention it a lot anyway, like, I don't know. So scammers will then basically just keep talking to you and trying to figure out the best way they can trick you into basically giving them the unusual and trying to find the best way to manipulate you. That is if they're a good scammer. Like I said, bad scammers do exist. They're the kind of people that will send you all the bad links, super broken English a lot of the time because they're just copying and pasted badly written messages, and they basically make it really obvious that they're only there for your items. But a good scammer is a scary one because you might not always know they are after your stuff. Unless they're a scammer adding you to trade. If they're just adding you to become your friend or something like that, it might be slightly less obvious. But with trading, most of the time, if you know somebody's sending you a bad deal, you just cancel it. I think the scary thing is that scammers actually can teach themselves how to become friends with and manipulate people to get what they want out of them. This isn't just in TF2 either, this is actually how most real world scammers do it as well. They learn how to manipulate people by acting as someone of high authority on the phone or something and scaring people into doing what they want. Or building up a relationship with you to make you like them and see them as a friend when it's all just a front. These people are not your friends. I think it's crazy how some scammers can teach themselves how to manipulate people better to get what they want. Like, that is when it gets kind of scary because they know exactly what you're going to do and exactly how to use that to make you give them what they want. Sometimes a scammer might also target a group of friends on Steam, might make friends with one of the guys and be introduced to everyone else to start making friends with them. Then that's quite dangerous since they're literally friends with all of your friends and they can say something to one friend about another guy and try and like stir drama and stir all of this other stuff within a friends group, which really doesn't have any problems. And then they start messing up the relationships between everybody else in their groups and basically starting arguments and getting people really angry. It might not be as common as everything else, but I have seen it happen before and it sucks when you hear about it. And I have had it happen to me because some of my friends on Steam are idiots. If a scammer can get people flustered, panicked and rushed, it means that basically they are winning. People make mistakes when they are in a hurry. If you feel rushed in a trade, then try and stay calm and think about what you're doing. What is the other person trying to do? Are they genuinely in a rush about to leave the house and going to cancel the trade if they don't get it? Most people don't do that. They just wait until they're home to trade. Or are they just trying to get you to hurry to give them a bad deal or make you slip up? Like, that's a very common thing that scammers will do. They'll hurry you along, say, look, I'm leaving, you're going to lose this trade if I leave. And you just go for a deal that's probably really bad. Some people genuinely do just have to rush out the house, but they would most likely say, yeah, I'll just trade you when I'm home, which is what any normal person would do. I think at the end of the day, it's important to understand that a scammer will want you to trust them and will do anything in their power to make that happen so they can steal your items. The best way to deal with this, honestly, is to just stay on alert when talking to new people on your friends list. Just stay alert, and if somebody asks you for free stuff, then, you know, it's fairly obvious, just don't give them stuff. Even if they are being super nice to you and you think they're your best friend in the whole world or something like that, just know that they might be there to try and use you for your items. It sucks, I know it does. I've made a whole video about people using me for my stuff and people using me for a whole host of random things. And I know how much it sucks, but people will do that on the internet because you don't really have to look at them. So they think they can get away with it. And then they also get your items as well, which, you know, that also sucks. It does kind of suck that in 2019 we live in a world where we have to be cautious if people are too nice to us because it could be suspicious. It's like, okay. I don't really know if this video was all that helpful. While I feel like there is a lot I could say about scammers, there's also only so much I can say before it's common sense and I'm just repeating myself. I'm sorry if you watched this video and knew everything in it and it was a little bit samey in parts, but you have to appreciate that not a lot of people, not everybody, will understand that this is how scammers act and this is what scammers are trying to do. So this video is more for the newer traders and stuff like that than, you know, you guys watching that have probably been trading for years. I appreciate you all so much for watching this far. If you did, since you got this far, you may as well chuck me a like rating down below and sub to the channel if you're new. Getting closer to 50k, 55k, we hit 50k a while ago. We are getting closer to 55k, so if you want to help your boy out, there you go, you know how. So that's pretty much going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.